I want to start this video by crediting Defunctland for this video idea. He's an amazing creator, and if you enjoy this video, I assure you will enjoy his content. Kennywood is my home park. Because of this, I have always had it as a place in my heart, and I don't exactly have any Valentine's dates, so today we're going to be talking about the famous Old Mill. The Old Mill is the oldest attraction at Kennywood, dating all the way back to 1901, which is, for those of you who don't know, a long time ago. The Old Mill at Kennywood is the oldest operating Old Mill attraction and is an absolute icon of the park. In 1901, it opened as the Old Mill and stayed that way for 6 years. The Old Mill was very quickly renamed to the Panama Canal because the creation of the Panama Canal has recently begun. Soon after, it was renamed to the Old Mill Rapids Gorge after a fire damaged its original structure. The Old Mill Rapids Gorge continued to operate for a few years, but in 1915, the ride reverted to its original name, the Old Mill, though this too would not last long. In 1917, the attraction was once again rethemed as Fairyland Floats, a fairy tale themed boat ride. Then in 1921, the ride shifted themes once more, this time becoming Tour of the World, along with the global travel and exploration of the time. After cycling through these various themes, Kennywood eventually returned the ride to the name Old Mill in 1926. This time it would remain for several decades, cementing itself as a park icon and earning a reputation as one of Kennywood's most iconic attractions. Throughout the 50s and 60s, the Old Mill remained largely unchanged, satisfying parkgoers with its classic dark boat ride experience. However, in 1974, the ride was given its most outlandish rebranding yet: Hard-Headed Harold's horrendously humorous haunted hideaway. This version of the ride leaned heavily into humor and spookiness, adding a variety of comedic haunted house elements to its scenes, which is similar to the modern Old Mill attraction at Kennywood. Despite its long-winded name, Hard-Headed Harold's was a very fan favorite and lasted until 1992, when the ride returned once again to its Old Mill identity. But in 2004, another major transformation was on the horizon. In what was perhaps the most controversial retheme in the ride's history, the Old Mill was transformed to Garfield's Nightmare in 2004. This version of the attraction was a tie-in with the beloved comic strip character Garfield as a part of a deal with Kennywood, and it was, well, a nightmare. The ride's classic dimly lit, spooky atmosphere was replaced with neon colors, 3D effects, and cartoonish scenes depicting Garfield and his shenanigans. While it had its fans, mostly younger audiences, many longtime Kennywood visitors mourned the loss of the Old Mill's traditional charm. Despite the mixed reception, Garfield's Nightmare lasted for an impressive 16 years by Old Mill retheme standards, and the Old Mill made the long-awaited return in 2020. After nearly 2 decades of being overshadowed by the lasagna-loving Garfield, the Old Mill was restored to something much closer to its classic form in 2020. The park worked with the team behind Pittsburgh's Scare House to create a new storyline featuring skeletons, western scenes, and a bit of old-school spooky fun. The latest version of the Old Mill embraces its rich history while offering a fresh experience for modern audiences. And of course, it still holds on to its reputation as Kennywood's unofficial Tunnel of Love, where countless couples have shared a quiet moment in the darkened waterways. Or a very loud one. The Old Mill has seen more transformations than almost any other ride at Kennywood. But through all its changes, it has remained a beloved and enduring piece of the park's history. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this dive into Old Mill history, be sure to check out Defunctland for more amazing amusement park videos. Happy Valentine's Day. Whether you have a date or not, at least you have the Old Mill.